You look like an old yo at the back of the hedge with a hump on you.
Okay? Okay, bro?
What's up with him?
Oh, he's recording. I'm telling him to, whatever you say to record, so.
Just spend all day watching him.
No. Yeah, you just follow him around like his shadow.
So, Father Phil, what are we doing today?
We are going inventing.
What?
It's an inventing day, something that could near enough travel on water.
Yeah, we should have done this on a better day, though.
Well, see, it's motivation to move you along when a bit of rain is falling to keep the job going, you know?
Really?
Yes, really.
Oh my God.
Yes. Where are you pointing that camera now at the moment?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. You look like an old yo at the back of the hedge with a hump on you.
These are our, what? These are replacing the other tires now, right?
Yes. These are the wheels off our old combine.
What happened to said old combine?
Well, what happened to it, you?
Went on fire?
Yes.
Oh, that combine.
Yes.
We've had a lot of them, you know.
Yes.
Now she's just reversing her way out. Now that's a pretty big wheel. Isn't it?
It needs to be on there, though.
What, the big one or the small one?
Yeah, that's it. Size of it. You only had them up about 4 years ago now.
What you doing there?
We're checking the displacement in the disc in the rim. That's how far over the disc is welded in the wheel. And the displacement of this disc is 11 inches. So we need to have 11 inches on the other part of it to make sure that it's going to work. Do you twig?
One wheel down.
Oh, look at that. See? What does that say? 11 and a quarter. Or a quarter of an inch display with. I knew it looked fairly right. Fucking chancer. Huh? He's thinking chancer. That's what he's thinking. Chancer.
Lucky, that's all.
He's thinking chancer. Mind you now, or you get in the way.
No, you're just lucky. That's all.
A very good friend of mine said one time, it's far better to be born lucky than rich.
And we're
Certainly not rich.
We're a bit of neither, though. We've always been a bit of neither about that.
Oh dear, blesses. No, John. Oh dear, blesses.
This is made for it, huh?
Huh? Not there quick, will you? It's nearly embarrassing.
When I'm up through the night, I can't turn down the noise, tear all the worries out of my mind. About who I'm supposed to be, I start to believe I can't get it right. Remember the days I let slip away, they were simpler times. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, child, don't
hold on. Moving speed, people.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know whether it's already been said or not, because I'm back. Eric was doing the video for me, but the dual wheels, the outside tire is bigger than the inside tire. It's higher. You can just kind of see it there. There's just that inch in it, 2 inches, but that is very bad, dangerous. It puts too much pressure on half axles and bolts and stuff, and the outside tire is bigger. So the plan is we're going to get ourselves some new inside tires, the new tread, newer size. We'll make it bigger than the outside ones and solve the job. But it kind of means that this is all that will be going on for this evening, and tomorrow I hope to give this owl girl a bit of a chamois up, a bit of a clean and a bit of a polish like the 6270, and see, can I just while I get some of that rust just stop it in its tracks before it eats away that tractor, because it is in pretty good nick. Just something that needs to be done. But yeah, very impressive with jewels on it, and the combine tires on the back. Don't throw away anything, it comes in use someday. So, as you just after seeing there, McEwen Tyres was out and they fitted a brand new tyre, 480-70 R34 to match up the twin wheels, as I was saying earlier. And also I waxed down the Ford while it was clean, give it a bit more protection, might slow down the bit of rust and keep her right. Anyways, she's jeweled up now on the front with the old combine tires on the back, so she's ready to do a bit of spraying. So Father Phil is here. He's going to give a bit of rundown on the tractor, the unusualness. It's from no front axle and a few bits and bobs. Well, unfortunately though, there'll be no video of this spraying because he's spraying tomorrow, which is Vintage Thursday, and this is a Vintage Thursday video, or I think I'll call it Vintage Thursday.
Classic
Thursday, I don't know. 7610 Ford. So anyways, it is a Ford 7610 with a Chafer sprayer on the back, self-propelled.
Yeah, self-propelled sprayer. It was a modification that Chafer done. I seen them done with, well, very seldom with a Ferguson or with a Massey. I seen one on a website with a 298.
Yeah.
More common with the Ford tractor. I've never actually seen another one like that one.
Yeah.
I've seen one with the older Super Q, or the Q cab.
Yeah.
Not the Super Q, that's the Super Q cab. She's a Mark II or a Generation 2. To see
That's
the two.
what that 2 is on.
Yeah, some of them then had a 3 on it.
Yeah.
That tractor is 1987.
87.
87. It was produced in November. So you can do they by the serial number.
Yeah.
It's I think it was on the B shift in 87. There was 3. I think it was 3 shifts in the factory.
Yeah.
A, B, and C. She
Yeah.
was on B. We have the front axle, we have the pickup hitch, the lift arms, we have all the stuff belonging to it to make it back into a tractor.
And they were stuff that was never used.
No, it never was used.
Chafer bought the tractors.
They bought the tractors, they took the axles out to put in a lighter front bulkhead. That's only 10. Literally. Just it's a very light, instead of the big heavy cast and it should be there. It makes it light for to keep the Ford thing on it. I seen it advertised, must be 7 or 8 years ago now, more, on a magazine in England. I rang the man about it. He said he was just after buying it, but he hadn't it back at his premises. I said, look, it's something I'm interested in. He rang me back in a week or two when he had it got back. There was a huge amount of spares with it and different wheels and stuff with it, but the wheels, there was wide wheels with it, but they were only...
Oh, they were only
about that height. They were 600s, but they were far too low.
Yeah.
Far too low. Not the most agile thing in wet ground now.
Yeah. You only have the one drivetrain.
You've only one drive wheel, and it wouldn't be a big problem with that now to get stuck. We never did get stuck with it, but it was it's unusual to drive, to say the least.
Yeah. Because of the way it steers, like it's an articulated machine.
She pivoted behind.
So it's like the load and shovel, but the load and shovel, it pivots. The front will move when you steer. This, everything moves. It moves equally. It's really strange.
It's easy to drive.
It's just
unusual to
it's
reverse.
an experience in itself.
You think you want to move the steering one way, it's the other way you want to bring it. It's an unusual thing. Very good sprayer.
Yeah.
A tip-top sprayer, 24 metre, self-leveling, old, but very,
old
very
school.
good.
It's literally a milk tank on wheels.
Yeah, it's a stainless steel tank. It's 2,000 litre. She spray about 20 acres. What more can I say about it? We went actually to buy the combine in Scotland.
Which is a 38, the one we have
38,
now.
we looked at it in Aberdeen, and then we drove down to where that was in Trowbridge.
Yeah.
It was in Trowbridge, and we looked at it. Your man had it in, I had the deal done, I had to give him the deposit, and we paid him the rest of the money when we looked at it, just to see that it was what it was. Basically cost us the price of what you'd give for the tractor.
Yeah.
I says we can't go too far wrong there, even if it doesn't work out, because like, you don't know when you're buying some of these yokes, pumps and things might be wrong, but no, it worked and it works well. Little bit of rust starting on the cab now from being in the Irish conditions with a bit of wet, but we tidied it up, put a few lights and things on it.
Yes, there was no road lights on it when we got it.
No.
It come off an estate.
It worked in an estate somewhere in the south of England, and it never was on the road.
Yeah.
It was registered all right. We registered it here as a tractor because the sprayer can be bolted off it.
Yeah.
There's nothing welded. Everything is just bolted onto the tractor, so you can unbolt the tractor off the sprayer, put in your front axle and put on your hitch and your lift arms, and away you go.
You have a tractor again.
The only thing we haven't got for the front of it is the 2 front wheels.
Do we not? Oh no, there's no front wheels.
No, we never got the front wheels for it.
Yeah.
But everything else came with it on a pallet.
So the combine wheels on the back, they are
Just fitted straight on.
straight on, bolted straight on.
28L or 26s. They just bolted straight on. I meant to put them on the front.
Yeah. But the hubs are different.
The whole thing was different. It was just going to take a lot of time. I said, to hell with this. They'll go straight on the back, and they did. They bolted
As
straight on.
you seen earlier, they're just the no bother getting them on. Eric was out doing the filming for me because I was busy. You can't remember what I was doing.
We put the wheels from the back to the front. But when we put them on, our tyres are nearly shot. They're at 20%. They were a little bit lower than the outside wheel.
Tyres.
I didn't like to chance that because it put a lot of pressure on the half axis of the tractor. So I said, look, it needed a newish set of tyres because she is a bit helpless when the tyres are down like that. There's tyres that do somebody. They're about 20%. They're perfect. They're holding air. Everything's 100% with them. But we just felt to do a better job.
Yeah. So new tyres give you that extra bit of grip.
Well, it just leveled them. It leveled
them, and when it goes back then to doing the
spraying, we have new tyres on the front.
Spraying the crops later on for fungicides and that. The back, them jewels, we go back onto the back, and you have a new set of treads to keep her pulling.
And we hadn't a whole lot of expense, bar the new tyres, and it was something I had in my mind to do anyway. Just seem to be doing a lot with tyres at the minute. Yeah,
it makes a job out of it. It's a serious looking job now. With the dual wheels on the front and the big wheels on the back.
We have to spray winter crops of corn. That's well, if the water
ground conditions are tricky.
The ground conditions could do with a fortnight to dry out.
Yeah.
It's going to get 4 days.
Yeah.
It's going to be sprayed tomorrow. It will rain here on Monday.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. It needs to get done.
Yeah. I suppose just inside the cab, just for because I know I made a video on this before, but we might as well just do it. It's a mixture of old and new, isn't it?
Well, if all the electronics for the sprayer is all electronics, and we have a GPS fitted into it as well. The dash in the tractor is old school, very old school. It's all clocks.
Yeah.
It hasn't got the electronic dash, which is like I believe it's strange for that Series 2 not to have a electronic dash in it.
Yeah, so all the dials.
Yeah.
But wasn't this is all your controls for the sprayer?
Yeah. That's the monitor for the sprayer.
That's the monitor for the sprayer. That's something that would have been added long after. It's not.
Something was put on, probably in later years, just to monitor the spray pressures and all the different bits and pieces. And then we work with GPS then as well.
Yeah, GPS just isn't in at the minute because
we take it out for the winter.
Take it out for the winter.
Keep it in the house, keep it warm.
Yeah, but that's it. Other than that, it's a standard tractor. Just has a sprayer bolted to the back end and the front axle missing.
It's a lovely yoke to work. As everyone knows, Ford wouldn't be my first choice, but it's not a bad tractor to work.
No, it does the job. I remember when we did buy it, we were saying we might take it off and put 3000 series on it to just keep with the Massey, but it's working well and there's no need to.
No.
There's no need to. No, when something is going right.
My best friend was very, very fond of it.
Yeah. What's Stal saying? If it's not broken. If it's not broke,
don't fix it.
Yeah. So anyways, that is it. It is an impressive looking job now with them jewels on it.
Yeah, it should be fit for purpose tomorrow. We'll know tomorrow.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as I said, there's going to be no drone footage in this video, but maybe in a later video I'll try and get some drone footage with the jewels on.
Tomorrow's a busy day now.
So we just have lots on. But anyways, I'm going to leave it at that for today's video. As always, videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, and on Thursdays we try to do something along the lines of vintage, classic, whatever. We try our best, but you know yourself, it's hard to get time for everything. But anyways, that is it from us. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Good luck. So I just want to put this in here at the end of this video, as some cousins of mine are raising money to do up a car that belonged to another cousin of mine who tragically passed away to suicide last September, and they're doing up one of his cars they had in memory of him, and they're looking to have a GoFundMe page to help, trying to raise a few pounds to get the car fixed up. There's a link in the description down below. If you're interested, you can head over there, and if you have a spare fiver or whatever, you can donate it there. And yeah, so anyways, lads, lassies, anyone that's watching, if you're feeling down in the dumps, you're not feeling okay, talk to someone, whether it be a friend, family member, neighbour. And if you really need to, there's all the different numbers and people you can call up, helplines and whatnot. But it's always best if you have if there's something annoying you, get it off your chest. Don't let it build up.